Hey there, Dazzle dealers. Rick Sterling here, and before we dive into quarterly targets and margin optimization, I need to tell you about the most expensive commute I ever had. Picture this: Friday, 4 p.m., Toronto's Don Valley Parkway. 3 hours to get to Muskoka, Sunday, 3 p.m. Same parking lot disguised as a highway 3 hours back. 6 hours every weekend, 12 hours if we did a round trip Saturday for forgotten groceries. My kids started calling it car prison. My wife stopped coming altogether. One Sunday, stuck behind a jackknife trailer, my 12-year-old daughter asked, "Dad, you fix companies for a living. Why can't you fix this?" Ouch. Truth from the mouths of babes, right? That's when it hit me. I was optimizing everyone else's business while my own family's leisure time was 70% commute, 30% mosquitoes. So we did something radical. We sold the cottage. Everyone thought we were insane. But Rick, it's the Canadian dream. Here's what we did with that money instead. We walked into a local Dazzle dealer, shout out to Jim at Aqua Dreams in Newmarket, and said, "Turn our backyard into everything our cottage was supposed to be." Jim didn't just sell us a pool and hot tub. He sold us the 1 minute commute. He sold us 300 nights a year instead of 30. He sold us actual conversations with our teenagers. Turns out they'll talk about anything in a hot tub at 10 p.m. under the stars. That dealer changed our lives, and that's when I knew I had to change careers. See, I'd spent 2 decades at McKinsey, then as a turnaround CEO, fixing broken companies. I was good at it, really good. But I was tired of playing defense, cutting costs, closing locations, managing decline. I wanted to build something. I wanted to help businesses that actually improve people's lives. So I joined Team Backyard Brands alongside two people you already know and love: Sage Dazzle, our resident water chemistry genius who makes science feel like magic, and Rocky, our field engineering wizard who can troubleshoot a chlorinator from 3 time zones away. Think of us as your business Avengers. Sage handles the science, Rocky handles the systems, and me, I handle the strategy, the business of the business. Here's what I've learned visiting 200 plus dealerships across Canada. You're not losing to big box stores because they're better. You're losing when you try to play their game. They win on price and convenience. You win on expertise and experience. But most dealers are still acting like order takers instead of transformation architects. Let me share something that'll reshape how you think about your business. Last month, I visited a struggling dealer in Winnipeg. Beautiful showroom, great inventory, bleeding cash. I asked him one question: "What's your customer's second purchase?" Blank stare. Their third purchase? Cricket sounds. This dealer was treating $30,000 hot tub sales like transactions instead of relationships. No wonder his customers were buying chemicals at Canadian Tire. He'd abandoned them after the sale. Here's your wake up call. Project Moonshot isn't about adding another SKU, it's about owning the customer relationship for life. The math is beautiful in its simplicity. Average hot tub owner, 8-year ownership cycle. Traditional model, one sale, maybe $500 in random chemical purchases. Moonshot model, monthly recurring revenue, predictable cash flow, customer for life. The difference? About $12,000 in lifetime value per single customer. But here's where it gets interesting and why you'll win while big box stores flounder. This isn't about subscription boxes. Amazon can do subscription boxes. This is about creating a category of one that mass retail can't replicate. Expertise as a service. When someone joins your Moonshot program, they're not buying chemicals. They're buying Tuesday night calls when their water goes cloudy before the in-laws arrive. They're buying the peace of mind that their grandkids are swimming in perfectly balanced water. They're buying a relationship with someone who knows their backyard by name. Big box stores, they're buying a barcode. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. "Rick, this sounds great, but my customers are price shopping everything online." Good, let them. Because once they realize that saving $3 on test strips cost them a $30,000 hot tub to premature failure, they'll be back. The question is, will you be ready with a solution that makes DIY chemistry feel as outdated as developing your own film? Here's my commitment to you. Over the coming months, Sage, Rocky, and I are going to transform how you think about your business. Sage will make your team water chemistry black belts. Rocky will turn your service department into a profit center. And I'll show you how to build business systems that compound value while you sleep. Together, we're going to prove something the industry thinks is impossible: that independent dealers can outmaneuver, outservice, and outprofit the giants. Not by being cheaper, not by having bigger warehouses, but by being irreplaceable. Your customers don't need another place to buy chlorine. They need a backyard shaman, a water whisperer, a lifestyle architect. They need someone who understands that a hot tub isn't about gallons and jets. It's about creating space for their son to finally open up about university stress. It's about giving their arthritis a nightly vacation. It's about turning Tuesday into a mini vacation. The dealers who understand this will thrive. The ones who don't will become Amazon showrooms. So here's my challenge. Stop thinking like a retailer. Start thinking like a subscription software company that happens to work with water. Your competitive moat isn't your inventory, it's your expertise, your relationships, and your ability to deliver outcomes, not products. Welcome to the Team Backyard Revolution. Your cottage commuting, hot tub strategizing, dealer championing coach has arrived. Let's build something the big boxes can't copy. Businesses that matter, relationships that last, and backyards that become the heart of the home. Ready to stop playing defense and start playing offense? Let's dive in. Rick Sterling, the strategist, who chose the 1-minute commute. PS. That vintage stopwatch I carry, it belonged to my first mentor who taught me. Business is won in moments of truth, the 30 seconds that determine whether a customer becomes a transaction or a transformation. Start timing yours. You'll be amazed what you discover.